Мы перестроились, чтобы так удобнее было беседовать.
So we sat in a different way a little bit because I guess it's going to be more comfortable for us to discuss all the issues. Unfortunately, not all the participants were able to join us. Some of them will join us online because, as you probably know, that some of the flights were cancelled. So let's start, if you don't mind. Dear participants of the forum, today we have one more session within the female track. And again, we would like to thank the organizing committee for such an opportunity. It's a great pleasure for us to see female agenda as part of the program. We also can say that it's this whole ecosystem of sessions and meetings for females covering numerous issues. 7 sessions on this forum. All of them are extremely interesting, and you have already understood, I guess, that the topics are very relevant, and healthcare is one of them. And today, at our platform, the topic is Women for a Healthy Society, Advanced Ideas, Projects, Technologies that Unite Countries. Let me present myself. My name is Galina Karyelova. I'm the chairperson of the Council of Eurasian Female Forum. I will be a moderator of this session, and I would like to encourage all of you to build up new ties with females from different countries and regions. And our speakers today, all of them are motivated to tell us more about their projects being implemented in their countries, about opportunities for developing contacts for collaboration and cooperation. I believe that each forum, each discussion panel is a new chance. That's a window being opened for us, a window of opportunities. Starting from the plenary session today, and during all the meetings with my female colleagues, I had a chance to see a range of topics that could have been interesting for all of us. And at the plenary session, I mentioned that on September 18-20 in St. Petersburg, we will hold the 4th Eurasian Female Forum. Location is Tavritsky Garden, and I promise that we'll have a chance to discuss a number of very pressing, relevant topics, relevant in many countries, not only in the countries of Islamic world. And not a long time ago, we have already organized a forum in Dubai. Women for a Healthy Society was also a topic, and it helped me to understand that our platform, while it was just a single session and the forum was a huge event, but it took so much attention from many participants, and not only from females. And I think that's due to the relevance and pressing nature of these issues, of these problems. That's why I guess that we have to continue. We will have a number of meetings and events devoted to this topic, and our speakers will tell you more. Let me present you the speakers. We have many of them, so I will present each speaker just before the presentation. Dear colleagues, dear friends, I would like to give a floor to Oksana Drapkina. She will be the first speaker. Unfortunately, she has to join us online due to the flight cancellation. Oksana is a coordinator of the Eurasian Women's Forum Council Project, Women's Health, the Welfare of the Nation. Also, Oksana is the chief outstaff specialist in therapy and general medical practice of the Ministry of Health of the Russian Federation. Oksana, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, dear colleagues. My dear respectful Galina Nikolaevna, respectful friends and guests. You know, today Kazan sky was blocked and my flight was delayed for 3 hours. But no matter what, I'm going to get back to the place, the location where I would like to broadcast my report and greet my female friend. The driver of healthcare is a woman. We have spoken about this, we discussed this together with Galina Nikolaevna. It's a far-sighted wish of Galina Nikolaevna, and the section was founded. The name of it is Female Healthcare. And the name is absolutely accurate because it is about the role of the female and health care support in a community. No matter what country you are in, no matter what confession she sticks to, what her professional level of education is, all of us are female friends, and we're all for health, and health starts with childhood, and again, it all starts with a woman. We all focus on the idea that the main value of health and happiness is in our hands. And the clue enhancing factor on female health, according to Galina Nikolaevna, as you can see on the slide, there is her quotation. Thanks to technical support. So on this very slide, you can see the influence of women on family health. I have taken several aspects. There are more. And medicine has a female face, mostly. But all of the habits, whether you're healthy or not, of a little human, as long as he or she is going and growing further, it's all based on maternal role, both on maternal and paternal role in the family, but female support is quite crucial. We're going to speak further about that in our work. There are a lot of initiatives, and the next slide is our major project, Prevention Shield of the country. It has already piloted in some regions of Russia. It has been launched there. Prevention Shield of the country is the project when we started with the so-called prevention dictation. Galina Nikolaevna was one of the first front runners. The dictation started in 2023 and had 23 questions, and it raised the awareness in terms of health greatly. In this project and other projects, we can see that females, ladies of the country, are united in terms of their knowledge and conditions of healthcare. And spreading information, broadcasting information, proved information along countries, along the planet. I would like to invite to cooperation all of the ladies present. We are in Tatarstan, and prevention services of Tatarstan, speaking about healthcare, speaking about Kazan Federal University, 200 Kazan Federal University is celebrating 210 10th anniversary, by the way. So we can speak about practitioners, doctors, who are involved in those prevention services of Tatarstan, and we're really jealous about it because it's one of the best practices. My deeply respected colleagues, I would like to express greatest gratitude to Galina Nikolaevna and the ladies drivers of in terms of leadership, because the idea is to unite everyone in terms of speaking about healthy lifestyle. It's not just about simple words. There are 5 risks of factor: no smoking, no drinking, no oversalting, walking a lot for 1 hour at least, consuming vegetables and consuming proper drinks, I guess, can become the basis of your human health. And it also influences the mortality, by the way. So we are all for the healthcare, healthy lifestyle. Thank you, Oksana Mikhailovna.
Svetlana is actually preparing an offer for the Eurasian Female Forum. So if you want to present your project, your ideas, I guess Oksana can help you to organize such presentation, to organize bilateral meetings, and it's definitely be very useful. Thank you, Oksana, and it's such a pity that you couldn't join us today here. Dear colleagues, taking into consideration that Oksana has already mentioned preventive measures and told us about the preventive service of the Republic of Tatarstan, we also offered Diana Abdulganieva, who is the head of the Department of Preventive Medicine of Kazan University, and she will take the floor. So, dear ladies, you're absolutely right. This issue is very important because health of a woman is the basis of health of any family. You probably know that women live longer than men, but actually men die earlier if they are if they lost their wife or they have never been married. Also, in families that have grandmothers, the length of life of all family members are longer. And speaking about the initiatives of the Republic of Tatarstan, I would like to mention 2 things. Could I see my slides, please? You know that population of the Republic of Tatarstan is 4 million, and 25% of Tatarstan residents live in rural areas. Oksana has already mentioned the preventive measures and giving some more information about that. I would like to say that in urban clinics, we organized preventive health checks where women can come with their husbands and sons. First of all, we organized a special program in accordance with halal principles. And that's a well-known fact that women normally feel more comfortable when they can visit a female doctor and when men can visit male doctors. So that's why we organize special clinics for both Orthodox and Muslim residents. This year is the year of family, as you know, and one of the most successful practices in our region is gift cards for families, which they can use to pay for medical services. Oksana has mentioned such a concept as preventive shield of the country, and there were 3 components of them. Preventive treatment of heart diseases, as 50% aged over 65, they have certain heart diseases. And in our republic, we have 5 basic tasks in order to decrease mortality due to heart diseases. And that's a huge contribution to providing healthy and long life to both women and men. Of course, we are not an exception. And as in other Russian regions, we have 85% of therapists, general practice doctors. So as you see, not only in the family, but also at a workplace, female help to make life of residents of our region longer. So Diana, I have a question for you. You have mentioned that the percentage of rural residents is quite high in Tatarstan, and we know that medical services are organized in the region, but do many women, rural residents in Tatarstan have a chance to get mammography? Of course, all of them. We have more than 1,100 clinics in rural areas, and besides movable checkpoints, we were able to buy 6 ambulances. They are called FluMams, which means that each ambulance car has 2 basic technologies, fluorography and mammography, and 6 of such ambulances cars, they help to diagnose at early stages the diseases, lung diseases, and mammal cancer disease. Thank you very much. So dear participants, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them. That's a very interesting project. We closely observe what achievements the healthcare system in the Republic of Tatarstan have, because innovative technologies are widely spread in the Republic of Tatarstan. There are many successful cases, and I guess for our guests, especially our international guests, would love to have a chance to see that with their own eyes, maybe not this time, but in the nearest future. FluMam is the basic technology. That's just the abbreviation based on 2 types of medical equipment. That's our Russian-made domestic equipment, fluorograph and mammograph equipment. I guess that there is a special interest in the manufacturers. Are they Russian-made? Yes, they are Russian-made. You are absolutely right. KAMAZ is a manufacturer of these cars, and we have the special medical equipment, but it's also Russia-made. Any other questions?
Вопрос не слышен, вопрос не слышен. Говорите в микрофон, пожалуйста.
Y-
If we can understand more about the technology, given the fact that as South Africa, we do a lot of intervention in the health sector. As you would know, South Africa is the window to Africa. So we'd really like to understand more and collaborate on this particular technology. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the question. Speak about the old technologies and 5 steps to decrease cardiovascular diseases as well. Thank you so much.
Спасибо, это уже хороший знак.
Thank you very much. That's a good sign that this information from our speakers is very useful. Today, we will have a chance to listen to our speaker from an African country. And I encourage you to exchange your contacts because we want to strengthen the ties between females from African states and Russia. We do have a lot of representatives from African states at Eurasian Female Forum, and I hope that we will be able to strengthen those contacts. Dear colleagues, I would like to give a floor to the professor of Bukhara Medical University, Svetlana Nesterova from Uzbekistan, and she will tell us about innovative technologies and methods of traditional medicine for female health.
Правда, сбоку микрофон не очень удобно, но все равно микрофон лучше.
Благодарю.
Да, пожалуйста.
Да, уважаемые члены президиума.
Dear members, dear panelists, dear members of the forum, let me tell you about innovative technologies and methods of traditional medicine in support of female health. In our institute, Bukharsky State Medical Institute, we're speaking about the Republic of Uzbekistan, there is a lot of work aimed at traditional medicine development and implementation of technologies of this medicine. And of course, if we speak about clinical research, it's quite numerous as long as the information about different medical articles. I would like to introduce the medical equipment that has been developed. Let's have a look at the screen.
Те, кто у нас технически подготовлен. Ну ничего, рассказывайте.
Да.
The story is about unique equipment that has diagnosed, firstly in Russia and then afterwards in Uzbekistan. A group of scientists has developed an equipment that looks like a pencil. And this very equipment is aimed at diagnosing first stages of breast cancer, the first stages. The first research was presented at the Department of Rehabilitation after Oncology Treatment Rehabilitation in Moscow when it was launched. And now this research is in Uzbekistan. I have already mentioned that. It's a technical item with low frequency radiation, which is absolutely harmless for breast. And if we use it together with the system of diagnosing of mammography, it can easily locate the very place where the cancer starts developing. And now it is on the stage of experiment, a probing. And I would also like to focus on the idea that this research is in team with scientists from Moscow State University, named after Lomonosov, Department of Physics, Practical Physics, where the parts of this equipment have been developed. If we compare this and Israel equipment, Israel equipment uses high-frequency radiation that can warm your breast, but this one is quite harmless. So the scientists refer to this as cyber home, which can, or cyber doc, which stands for computer doctor. So at the early stage, it can show some kind of alterations in the breast, possible early oncology processes. I would also like to say about the academic process based on the platform of Bukhara University, Medical University, with support of our rector. So it traditionally comes along with research of technology, which is ready to be used in both rehabilitation and prevention and resort rehabilitation, oncology, after oncology rehabilitation. So as long as we speak about oncology, unfortunately, it's a relevant direction, and percentage, the world's percentage of different heart vessel issues is on oncology. So after heart attacks and heart problems comes oncology in terms of relevancy, in terms of widespreadness. So if we speak about radiotherapy or chemical therapy, the survivability with patients based on some additional research based on Avicenna, the famous scientist that lived hundreds, thousands years ago, more than 150 books were presented by this author. Unique medication is also used in rehabilitation of cancer. That's okay. So that's all I was going to say about Bukhara University. Thank you, Svetlana Ivanovna. It's quite interesting because every time you are getting ready for the work at this very platform, and as long as we were waiting for the finish of the previous section, it's quite important to underline the fact that women should get united about different perspectives, different approaches of various countries. We're speaking about best practices and speak about together projects, together activities. But as for medicine, some breakthrough technologies or combined with old, well-checked ones, it's a nice idea to listen to each other, to share experience, to learn something more, make agreements. Not long ago, we were in Uzbekistan. There are beautiful medical centers there. Many of them, many Russian scientists and businessmen are working, are opening their offices there and opening their medical clinics with top breakthrough equipment there. We are going to cooperate, share technologies. Thank you so much. Dear friends, with the greatest idea, I would like to give the floor to the President, to Purnina Anand, President of BRICS International Forum. It's our friend, female friend, a person with active life position. She loves Russia, and we learn quite a lot from her. We are getting ready for serious discussions on various topics concerning ladies from BRICS countries. And by the way, the female forum, three-day forum, is going to be dedicated to discussions of ladies from BRICS countries. Welcome.
Thank you, Galina. Always your love and affection give me more inputs and acceleration to work on new topics. So this is really very important topic in Kazan Forum because healthy society means very important for the women. As our friend said that healthy women gives healthy family, and healthy family means healthy society, healthy country and healthy universe. So life begins from the women, and if women is having knowledge of the health of the body, so she can treat child from the beginning as a healthy human being. My point is always because here so many experts are here, doctors are here, and we are talking about technologies. So my first point is that we are going away from the nature. That's why so many diseases and so many problems are developing in the society. And first of all, we need good nature, good environment around us. So our first responsibility is that we should understand the environment, green nature, and we should adopt the local treatments. Because during COVID, we understand that there was one technology, these vaccines were giving to everybody in whole world. And vaccines were not available in so many places, but these people are survived, where vaccines not reached. And many places where vaccines reached, people died. In Italy, in Europe, in so many places we saw that many people died. Why? If one technology can save whole humanity, why this vaccines not succeed? Because nature is important, and the places where vaccines not reached, people treat themselves by the local therapies, and they take care by steaming, by taking herbs, by taking local methods. So they were saved. Maybe this virus was all over the world, exist or not, we didn't know. No science knows about it. It is media or some international lobbying about the COVID. We don't know till now, but some people survived due to local treatment. So we need to come back and understand that every woman should have knowledge of nature, knowledge of herbs. And if your family is having 80 years, 90 years grandmother, then you should understand her. You should listen to her because she knows what is better for your metabolism. Why I am saying grandmother? Because grandmother is transforming the not only your metabolism, they are transforming the tradition of food, herbs, nature. So we need to understand, if I am close to my grandmother, definitely I will learn. If I am close to some very specialist doctor of America or Russia or China, maybe I will not get the right treatment. So many technologies in between, but nature always sustain and survive. And ultimately, after all technology treatment, in the end, doctor says that please take care with water, with juices, and with fruits. So from the beginning, I want that if we are talking about healthy society and projects, we should create such projects where women and girls learn the nature, how to treat from the nature, sunlight, water, fruit and vegetable. So this is most important. First of all, if we will have good family, good diet, then we can have good health. This is most important. I am working with India in All India Medical Science. We are having one program, One Health, One Dialogue, because so many technologies are coming up for cancer treatment, for tuberculosis, for vaccines, COVID and viruses. So many technologies are existing, and we are having journal charter, which is controlled by the Western world, because I know so many therapies in Russia, neurosystem and mental health and young children's disorders. So Russia is very good in such medicines and treatments, but Western world not gives standardized to these treatments and not recognize. So what is coming to all African and Asian countries, which is Western standards, Western protocols. So we need to understand, because I am always representing BRICS and talking about the BRICS nations, BRICS problems. So this is also one of the important issue, that for medical technologies, do we follow only Western world, or we should learn from our natural resources, our traditional resources, or our local scientific development technologies? This is important, how we unite our technologies, our therapies. So under One Health, One Dialogue, we are searching all these things, because nowadays we are having DNA structuring, DNA tests, and from DNA tests we can understand that after 20 years or 30 years what disease I will have, because my cell says everything, DNA says everything. So I can protect that level, because that disease will come because my chemical metabolism and my cell is having that kind of nature. You can, no science, no technology can change my cell metabolism, but I can slow down and I can balance that disease, and I can learn how to live with that disease, because everybody is having diseases. So point is that how to understand our technologies for my health. This is important, because for cancer everybody can have, everybody can have tuberculosis, cell disturbances everybody is having in our body. So but we need to understand which technology is good for me, and this understanding, this knowledge we should give from the girl age to the ladies, if you want healthy family. Girl should understand what is his nature, or what is his body, what is his period cycle, because due to her the women's period, every girl is having problem, and they goes to doctor, and from the beginning doctors gives very high-end medicines, and later on this gives so many problems in the pregnancies, and later on in like breast cancer is very common in our country also, and we are 1,040,000,000 people, and you can understand how many doctors and hospitals we have, and most modern hospitals we have, like Apollo, Vedanta, and many hospitals which are treating most advanced technologies, but still people are dying in those hospitals also. That means somewhere we are lacking. Some technologies, more technologies required or whatever. So I come back to my point and my belief, because I also faced so many problems when I was only 25 years. I was having very heavy breathing problem. And that time I was pregnant, and doctor said that I cannot survive more than 3 months or 6 months. So my family and I also left the hope, and we went to the best doctors, best lungs doctor, this and that. But in the end, when doctor said that all treatments were not succeeding, so in the end I thought, okay, in my end days I should go some spiritual place and natural place, so I will have good time in the end. So when I went there, my Guruji and my natural people who are knowing the natural treatments, I left all medicine, because I didn't want it, the torture of those medicine and injections. I left everything. And I only cure myself with the water and some fruit juices and some herbs. And slowly, slowly I got cured, and from last 25 years, I didn't had any medicine of breathing problem or lungs problem. And even in COVID, I didn't took the vaccine. So if you learn nature, if you learn your own body, metabolism and chemical reactions, you can treat yourself, and woman is the best doctor. And women can give the best society, healthy society, and you all are women. I hope you will learn, and you will go back to your nature, to grandmother, and to your history, your tradition. You will find so many solutions around you. So thank you very much to invite me, but we are interested with Madam Galina because she's preparing for Eurasia Women Forum, so many projects. So I will propose to organize, meditation and medication. These are the two words with very small difference. If you are taking medication, please meditate also what your body wants, because you will get answer if you will meditate. So we want that you should organize some natural camps, natural herbal treatment, because China is also very good, India is very good, and in Russia also, when we go back to traditional sciences, Russia is also having very good traditional and grandmother therapies where you can get good treatments. So thank you very much. We will come back with nature and green mission, which I am working with the governor of Khanti Mansas. So green technologies and green healthy life is really very good for healthy society. Thank you.
Спасибо. Спасибо огромное, Пурнима. Спасибо, во-первых, за такой...
Thank you very much, Purnima, for your energy, for motivation that you gave us. It's a great pleasure to meet you in person and to know more about Indian way of treatment. I know just a little bit about Ayurveda because not a long time ago I had a chance to visit a new clinic, new hospital in Kislovodsk, that's a city in Russia, which was able to combine two concepts, the Maya concept and Ayurveda concept. They even got a patent, and for sure that's an innovative approach in medicine. Why was it that interesting for me? Because my compatriot from my hometown, she is the head of this hospital, and she also contributes a lot to developing this idea. And now they are about to open the second clinic, the second hospital in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. She has already presented her projects there in order to attract specialists, experts, not only from Russia and India, but so-called unfriendly states, but friendly experts from unfriendly states. I guess that medicine should have no boundaries, no limits. That's why it's extremely important to unite experts, specialists from all over the world. And at that hospital, the specialist said that Ayurveda actually works miracles. A professional team of specialists from India work there, so the concept of Ayurveda is being widely studied in Russia, and there are many opinions and many assessments, but nobody has any doubt that it is very efficient. So, Purnima, thank you for your offer, for your initiative. So if you agree, on the third day of our forum, you will have a chance to moderate the panel discussion and invite some of the speakers, some experts, and I believe that session will be very successful. So, dear colleagues, we have another speaker who will join us online. It's going to be Slauzi Zodzma Magami, chairperson of Leading Ladies of Africa, who will tell us about the role of the African women's community in shaping a healthy society.
Чуть-чуть или мы... Да? Сейчас, секунду, передохнем. Душно. Держимся. А нет кондиционера. Не работает? Так? Порядок? Все, пожалуйста. Добрый день, уважаемая Слаузи.
Hello, dear friend.
Hello, my dear friends and sisters. I didn't prepare a presentation online because I was supposed to be with you there physically. And it is always an absolute pleasure to see my BRICS colleague, Madam Ponema. I was looking forward to seeing you. And also, I really was looking to seeing Madam Galina, that I always have the pleasure and the opportunity of attending the Eurasian Women. And I promise that this time I will be coming with a group of different African countries' women for the Eurasian Women. But I'm also hoping to see you, the BRICS women, in the next few weeks before, which I attend religiously every year for the last 10 years. So ladies, thank you so much. It's good to see a room full of all beautiful, powerful women. I really feel honored to be invited. And like I said, I was prepared. My bags were packed. I was on the road getting ready to come to Russia. It is always an absolute pleasure. Let me congratulate Russia also for the well-organized elections and results that happened a few weeks ago. We are having our own elections, as you may be aware, by the end of the month, so we've been very busy. As I say, I hope to see you very soon, and something special happened today in my country, and I'm happy to see a young South African woman participating in there. Today, our president, on this special day, signed a bill called the NHI, National Health Insurance Bill. This bill will enable majority of South Africans that cannot afford to pay for medical aid to also be subsidized so that they can have access to good health facilities and treatment. Especially the majority of women based, yes, in the rural areas where they don't access hospitals that easily. And let me also echo the word of my sister Ponema with regard to saying women are natural doctors. In my household, my children know when they come to visit, there's always some natural herb remedy apart from the medicine cupboard. They know that a side cough can be treated with just boiling onion and just clearing the chest. There is a lot that we can get from nature itself, medically, especially because we are blessed to have from nature itself. And we learned a lot from the COVID pandemic period. We are partnering with some companies in Russia, for instance. There will be a medical tourism forum in October there in Russia, which I hope to attend on my way to the BRICS summit. So I am hoping that we will rope in, as women, in South Africa also as we speak, we have a group of women that started more than 10 years ago, the stem cell clinics. And we are hoping, we are in the process of opening a hospital that we are building from scratch by women business in the medical and health fraternity. And we are hoping that we will be partnering with some of the women that are in the room there. I will discuss that with you, Madam Panin, and Madam Galina when I get to Russia in the next few weeks. There is a big interest on African medical women who are in the medical industry wanting to partner. We have started a roadshow called the Pre-BRICS Economic and Medical Tourism. We do get a lot of medical tourism into South Africa from the neighboring countries, even from Europe, because we are blessed to have some of the best surgeons, cosmetic surgeons, as well as medical. And it sometimes turns out to be a little cheaper than paying in euro, in pounds, sometimes in Europe. So we do get traffic for medical tourism, where sometimes even some celebrities come from overseas. They go into the hospitals for medical procedures, and then they go into a safari bush for recovery, because that's where you get nature, it's peaceful. You can just have your recovery period there for a week or two, surrounded by wild animals and a lot of good rest and fresh air. So we hope to discuss that. Ms. Panima will discuss that in relation to what you suggest, that sometimes we need to go and be in touch with nature. I have the opportunity of sitting in some of the tourism boards, and my favorite time is always to go into board meetings that are held out in the bush, where you just hear the sound of lions and things at night. It is so peaceful and refreshing. So we hope to share that as we exchange those medical economic tourism amongst ourselves, amongst the women, with an assistant, of course, of very strong men. I
Дорогая
could share
Славуся,
more,
да,
take up too much my time, but I look forward to
да.
the partnership,
Уж извините, да, что у нас.
and for us to partner as women and grow the connections within the industry of the medical and the healthcare. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much. And I wish I was there with you, but it's
Спасибо.
good to see you. Thank you, Madam Galina, always. Thank you.
Спасибо.
Thank you very much. Dear Slauzi, you're raising proper topics. We hope, we do hope you're going to come to Moscow and St. Petersburg, and we're going to organize the meetings with people who are involved in medical treatment, medical equipment, technologies. We're open. Russia has always been open, speaking about cooperation, especially towards African countries. We hold a lot of forums connected with females of African countries, but your performance is speaking about the issue that we have to continue those discussions. Thank you so much. Dear colleagues, let me keep in terms, speaking about both online and offline. And now I would like to give the floor to Yelena Aksionova, Russia. I'm not going to speak about the topic. Yelena Aksionova, Director of the Federal State Budgetary Institution, Scientific Research Institute of Healthcare Organization, and Medical Management of the Moscow City Health Department. Moscow, please, welcome.
Thank you, Galina. Hello, dear colleagues. It's a great pleasure to take the floor right after our colleague from South African Republic, because my topic is related to medical tourism and the role of females in this process. We have already discussed the important role of women, but women are not an individual part of society. They are the society, and they are the agent of development in this society. And one of the traditional values in any society is the responsible attitude to health in families. As for medical tourism, in the previous year, more than 18 million US dollars was raised from the export of medical tourism programs, and we expect that it will grow. First of all, that's due to the aging of population in all the countries, I believe. And as for Russia, in last 15 years, Russia made a lot of efforts to develop medical sector, medical tourism, and we were able to observe a 12% growth in each Russian region of finances invested in medical sector. And in almost each Russian region, we have a brand. Maybe you heard already about Northern Caucasus. You know about recreational and healthcare tourism. St. Petersburg and Moscow, it's all about innovative technologies in medicine. Female and male reproductive health. Samara is dentistry. So as you see, in each Russian region, we have a certain focus on the type of medical services. But that's just the same beginning, because now we can understand that medical tourism, it's not about development of the healthcare system. That's about development of society, logistics, transportation. So medical tourism is just the basis for development of all other fields and industries. And of course, the role of women is an engine in this field. We do understand that. And with our movement, Women for Healthy Society, try to contribute a lot into development of fields. We take efforts to inform experts and population in terms of health and healthcare. We organize competitions, all Russian competitions, and we see a lot of medical technological projects, such as applications for medical services, development of pharmaceuticals and medical equipment. That's probably one of the major directions. While I was listening to our experts from other countries, I see that this is a general, the global trend, and I guess that together we'll be able to create a hub, international hub, to involve female leaders from international society, community, providing them with all the necessary resources in order to adapt this project in many Russian regions and even other countries. It will help us to share and exchange local technologies that are developing in Russian regions and to present them at the international level. I believe that this initiative will be definitely successful because we have already had many projects in this field. I will tell you about one of them. Just a week ago, we finished the first acceleration program, the first accelerator. We discussed an innovative technological projects that can become the basis for development of medical tourism in our regions. And in conclusion, I would like once again to thank Galina and the role of her organization, because we always feel your support. We are not afraid to make mistakes because we know that you will support us anyway, that you share your wisdom, your knowledge, your expertise in developing these or those projects. And it's extremely important, not only for young specialists, but also for quite professional specialists. Technologies in healthcare system, they are biased, I guess, and you probably will agree with me. So it's very important to understand the concept of the project, for which target audience this project is developed. And Galina and her organization provides us with these opportunities. Thank you, Galina. Thank you very much for your kind words. And I guess that our organization, as we have many professionals among our members, and it's a great pleasure that our team is getting bigger and bigger, and we see many other directions of this project. And now we work even more in the field of R&D. We try to track new trends. We have a research group aimed at analyzing how the mindset of female is being changed nowadays. One of the trends is longevity, and that's how it helps us to understand the importance of prevention, diseases prevention. Some of the experts has mentioned that we don't know that much about COVID. We still have this impact of the pandemic, many consequences, long-term consequences, unfortunately. That's why our female members and Valentina Matvienko supported all the projects aimed at preventive treatment. We were not able to attract many finances for this project, so that's why in some regions they're trying to strengthen the direction of health resorts, direction in some other regions, preventive medical checkups. But it's also interesting in order to see what technologies are more or less efficient. And I believe in the future we'll have a chance to organize those discussions, not only on this platform, but to organize special events, special forums like we did in the past before the pandemic. We had this forum, the health of a woman and well-being of a nation. I guess we will reinvent this forum and will be able to organize interesting discussions on that platform. I wanted to give a floor to Anastasia Stolkova. Unfortunately, she is in the hospital right now. Okay, let's give her a floor, and we will have a chance to wish her soon recovery and health. So Anastasia Stolkova is the coordinator of the Eurasian Women's Forum Council Project Women for a Healthy Society, first Deputy Director for Development, and head of the Healthcare Directorate of Roscongress Foundation.
Минут.
Anastasia Sergeyevna, 2 minutes, please. Dear Galina Nikolaevna, dear colleagues, there isn't much to add because you have already told everything in detail in Dubai and other platforms. You have already, according to Yelena Ivanovna, we've have a range of aims connected with accelerators of our project. I would like to thank the Committee of Eurasian Female Cooperation and you, Galina Nikolaevna, for organizing, for using this platform as a female perspective. We unite representatives, ladies from different countries. Women and health, these are the issues that cannot be divided from each other. And currently, our community, together with our fund, we are offering quite a lot of projects connected with advancing technologies. It's not about just Russian Congress ideas. It's also about launching different projects. For example, the one in Dubai, we have already discussed that with our colleagues. The project connected with the so-called medical accessibility. And I would like to invite ladies from Islamic countries to join our project because we are absolutely sure that today ladies are holding innovations and technologies that are developing. And we're also speaking about the access to these technologies. According to our president, we have to underline that technologies are making a big breakthrough at the moment, and our government and our leaders have decided to put forward this kind of initiative. Thank you for participating in this discussion. We are launching the contest connected with ladies and health. We're also going to have all the nominations that were presented last year, and we're going to add some digital ideas and some health-saving technologies. Thank you, Anastasia Sergeyevna. Have a good health. Take care. We wish you strong health. The gist of Anastasia's report that there is a new contest of innovative technologies connected with females that are running the idea of the healthy society. And if you agree, we are ready to make it international. It used to be Russia-based, and it was quite successful. The winners are making their own community and interact with each other. They support each other. And this time, we would like to offer this contest as international. Are you taking this initiative? Yes, we are. Let's switch to our speaker from the Philippines. Yes, it's quite difficult.
Включаем.
Welcome, our guest from Philippines, Mylene Abiba.
Так. Запускаем.
Let's launch the report, and it's going to be our final report. It's quite difficult. We're out of time, sorry. We're also having some report from Turkey and one more report.
Chair.
Please speak up, dear friend. Mylene? No sound, unfortunately.
куратор направления Международной альянса.
So it's the board secretary and co-chairperson of Women's Business Council, Philippines, International Alliances and Partnerships, jury member of the International Women's Entrepreneurial Projects Competition 2020-2023. Dear engineers, are we having some technical issues?
Тестировали, и все было хорошо.
The system has been tested and everything was running good, running well. Please take the floor. Dear Mylene?
Да,
Yes.
да.
Can you hear me?
Да, 3 минуты, если можно, потому что
You have 3 minutes. If you don't mind, you have just 3 minutes.
Yes. Yes, my microphone is on. Can you hear me?
да.
Can you hear me? Okay, Women's Business Council Philippines is the voice of women in business and commerce in the Philippines, serving as a platform to discuss issues of women in business and possible solutions. We'd like to just share with you some interventions that we have in the Philippines, including the Internet of Medical Things, or the IOMT. You must have heard about IOMT or IoT, but in slightly different in the IOMT is that it's focused for connecting healthcare devices with the Internet along with applications used within. So in a single site, server as a center for monitoring several patients in their own homes. And here the patient's live monitoring, screening, remote monitoring treatment is using telehealth. So the use of digital information and communication technologies to remotely access healthcare services. As we know, as I'm hearing a while ago, the pandemic storm fueled a surge in smart wearable devices. And Women's Business Council Philippines is invited as member of the Femtech Association Asia. Femtech Association Asia is the gateway to the Femtech industry within Asia, driving advancement in available, accessible, and affordable healthcare for every woman at every stage of life through knowledge, solutions, and funding. We are also using here in the Philippines virtual reality, and it's been a trend for now and turning out to be a lifesaver by offering new life-saving techniques to provide assistance for treatment. Although this is a field relatively new, it's a great positive effect on patients and doctors. My company, in fact, Felta Multimedia Incorporated, is the exclusive partner of Eon Reality, a virtual reality and extended reality expert software to brush up on skills for doctors to train and practice new methods of performance. So rather than applying traditional methods, this VR is capable enough to eliminate the margin of error and could be a great asset for learning in the healthcare domain. This was just one of the few applications of VR. And finally, the last example here in the Philippines is the use of surgical robots in operations. It's becoming more prevalent as they become more common in operating rooms worldwide. And some surgical robots are already linked to AI platforms, improving surgical decision-making. And in the future, we can expect more surgical robots with advanced AI capabilities. And moreover, surgical robots are likely to include augmented and virtual reality enhanced technology integration in the field of surgery. And Philippines, we have the Magna Carta of Women. We are also published an I Am Woman book. We discuss important topics and issues to gender diversity, women in leadership, and capacity building for women in entrepreneurship. And in the Philippines, the Magna Carta of Women is a comprehensive women's human rights law that seeks to eliminate discrimination through the recognition and protection, fulfillment, and promotion of the rights of Filipino women, especially those belonging to the marginalized sectors of society. So in conclusion, World Health Organization report shows that digital health technologies can improve women's health and promote equity. The benefits are primarily associated with improving access to healthcare services, enhancing maternal health, providing essential health information, and empowering women to have more autonomy. in APEC Best Awards reveals and other examples of the awardees help popularize women's innovative ideas, such as I have mentioned, and we look forward to projects as international and large scale to replicate them in other regions, including yours in Kazan and also in Russia. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much.
Спасибо огромное, Майлина.
Thank you very much, Mylene. And sorry for timing. We are short of time today. So the contest, the competition that Mylene has mentioned, it was launched some years ago, and it was launched under the initiative of Russian women as well. This year, for example, despite of all the obstacles and difficulties that we faced, it was organized, and I would like to encourage you to get more information about this competition. The participants of this competition are extremely interesting women with lots of expertise and experience in different fields. So please get to know more about this competition. And now I'd like to give the floor to our next speaker, Munawar Muhamedinova from Turkey.
Dear ladies, merhaba. Sevgili kadınlar, kızlar, я могу говорить на русском. Я рада приветствовать вас на...
I can speak Russian. I'm happy to greet you at this forum. I'm the doctor and the leader of the company in Turkey. I'm not going to speaking about the role of the woman. Of course, it's beyond any discussion. It's important. It's crucial. What can we say about Turkey? Why Turkey? And what's going on in Turkey, medically speaking? Turkey is offering quite a range of medical establishments of the new level. $20 million have been implemented, have been input into this project with 10 floors up the ground and 10 floors below the ground. Speaking about medical equipment, for example, there was a delegation headed by the Mufti from Russia to share the experience and promote cooperation. Russia has made an agreement with Turkey, speaking about curing patients directly from Turkey, via Turkey, because it can be cheaper. And of course, we have to focus on oncology issues. It's the epidemics of the 21st century. And Turkey, speaking about oncology treatment in Turkey, it is based on genetic issuing. Of course, people from different countries arrive here, and for example, there is a lady with the 3-stage breast cancer. She has kids in her family. She came to the hospital in St. Petersburg. So why are you here, and why is your hair still there? So because this treatment is quite healthcare friendly, I would say. And we would like to navigate some of the projects that was born together with Guzal Khanum and associations of countries of Islam. We get doctors ready during 2 weeks of any direction. Should you like to follow radiotherapy, robotics surgery, gamma knife in hospital, robotic surgery in Medicana Hospital, everything is possible. And speaking about Turkey, it's not just about incompetence of doctors in Russia. Of course not, far from that. But it's about collaboration. For example, speaking about breast cancer, speaking about implantation, we've got just different methodology, different methodics techniques. We've got 3D surgery with a full organism functioning, because it's quite crucial for a lady to keep her breast. Medical tourism is also present, adapted both to hotels. There are company interpreters, 24 hours support, so we can support you with both doctors and interpreters, and with an assistant, a Russian-speaking assistant, so we can provide you with both possible clothes and everything. We've made a big agreement with Siberia, Russia, Khakassia, the region of Russia, one of the regions. And there are investors from Turkey that are ready to financially contribute to this project and construct the clinic based on this technology. So investment is still quite relevant for Russia, and we would like to raise the status of our clinics. We also send our doctors to special workshops where they can promote their knowledge and enhance it. And it would be great for us to collaborate in terms of quite complicated surgery, for example, Da Vinci apparatus or something like this. As you can see, if you have a look at the screen, we've got quite a range of photos. So what can happen with the cancer So, of course, we're showing these photos only on permission of our clients. And you can see there is no progressing fatality in terms of slimming process with cancer-prone patients. So we've got the photos with spine cancer with one of the patients you see in the photos, and just 10 hours after the surgery, applying this technology, he is ready to walk. Can you fancy that? We are also ready to offer quite complicated surgeries for children. Oncology is non-curable. No, it's far from that. Let me show you one woman. July 2021, the photo you see on the left, and November 2021, you see the picture on the right. 80% of progress you can see, and now you can see the baby, Russian baby, echo-born child, also in one of the clinics. Dear ladies, both Turkish and Russian, we are ready to support you. Please come and join our projects. We're also ready to cooperate with either to rent or possibly you can also use for 10 or 15 years some radiation technology. So we're ready for cooperation. Thank you so much. We've got timing. We're short of time, unfortunately, ladies. We're finishing the session. Thank you, everyone. It's quite interesting and relevant, and I hope that all of the colleagues are going to get interested in that. And one more report from our new member of our team, Ekaterina Vasilyeva, the founder of the clinic Network Art Leo. Please, 2-3 minutes.
На будущее, братья.
You're a new member, so be ready for our timing requirements, so please don't get offended. Dear guests and dear friends, I'm honored to tell you about the aesthetical medicine. And the major thing that I would like to say is that a beautiful person is a successful person for the first place. And that's why we pay a lot of attention nowadays to mental health for the first place. We do know that satisfaction with the way you look like is the basis of your mental health. what is the portrait of a modern woman? That's a beautiful woman. She's a mother and a wife. So the major task of aesthetical medicine is to help this woman. So the trends in modern medicine is a synergy of cosmetology that will help us without any traumatization, help women, because before women had to spend like 6 months after they gave birth to children. That's not only about facial mask or some of these procedures, beauty procedures. We work nowadays with a number of specialists, doctors. Aesthetically, unfortunately, not so many people know about that, but it's easy to help a woman by sending her to a medical expert, sending her to a dentist, for example, orthopedist. Also, aesthetic medicine solves many problems, the problems that people normally do not discuss. When we help women with the problems they face after they give a birth to children. Some of the participants also have mentioned the consequences of the COVID pandemic, when, for example, many women, they lose their hair. Of course, it's not some horrible disease, but it's still a problem for women, real problem. And we have a certain numbers, 4 million women suffer from this problem, and because of that, they don't want to see their friends, they don't want to go out just because of this problem, and our highly technological equipment is able to help our patients. Thank you very much for an opportunity to take part in this session. We try to make our society healthier and to help our women with that. Thank you. Thank you a lot. To remind to everyone who is listening to us, I would like to remind you that in the frameworks of the Eurasian Female Forum, we have a traditional festival of health and beauty, and it gives us an opportunity to demonstrate to the Ministry of Industry and Trade new types of medical equipment and pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and I would like to invite all of you, and you, Ekaterina, as a new member, to join our work and to provide a fresh perspective. This festival is always successful because it's very interesting for everyone to see what exactly our doctors and aesthetic doctors and cosmetologists do, what achievements they have. This time it will be in a kind of new format, very informative one. So we would like to invite you. Dear colleagues, it's afternoon already, so that's why it's a bit hard. Unfortunately, we were not able to listen to all our online speakers due to certain technical problems. I hope they will be able to understand us. We are always ready, and we will be glad to see them on our other sessions. But in the end, if you have any questions, you're free to ask. them, and if there are no questions, we'll proceed to agreement signing ceremony. Ekaterina, don't you have any questions? I don't believe that. Galina, I have a question. Dear colleagues, dear ladies, that's a great honor for me to be here and to represent Bukhara Medical University and share our experience with females, what interesting technologies are developing nowadays. And I'm happy and honored to be part of your session, and would like to thank all of you, all the participants, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. And in conclusion, I would love to mention that our speakers are very interesting. They share their expertise. There are many problems in all the countries, such as the quality of medical services. That's one of the vital problems in all the countries of the world. That's why we have to analyze the situation in order to find more efficient variants of treatment. I guess that our female specialists and all together, we do our best to inform about all these advances and technologies, to encourage them to have regular medical checks, to get to know about new technologies and new researches in this field, new approaches to treatment, to know more about their body, about all the organs, and to take care about the soul and the energy, about our health. Very often when we talk with elderly people, they say that the most important thing for longevity is to keep our memory, the memory that reminds us about the first love and all the important moments of our life, to have good health and to have good emotions. So I guess that despite many problems, despite the fact that we are tired, we all got those positive emotions. And we were pleased to listen to each other, to find new partners in order to develop our cooperation, to learn from each other. So I would like to thank our speakers again. And now, dear friends, let me proceed to the coordination agreements signing ceremony between Bashkir Regional Department of the Public Association for Small and Medium Entrepreneurship on behalf of Lisan Nikolaeva and the Public Institution Global Female Leadership on behalf of President Khadzada Jasapova.
Церемония подписания соглашений.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony of agreement making between Bashkir Regional Department on Big and Small Entrepreneurship and Global Female Leadership. Saimova Gennadievna, co-chairperson of the Russian Entrepreneurship, the basis of Russia, Опора России, and the representative on the side of female global leadership. You're welcome.
Поприветствуем наших коллег.
Просьба обменяться папками.
Please exchange the folders.
Соглашение подписано.
The agreement has been signed. Congratulations.
Я думаю, уважаемые
I'm thinking as follows, my dear friends. These agreements on educational programs should be numerous, and our colleagues are showing a good example. Thank you. Dear colleagues, I'm finishing the work of our platform, of our session. Thank you to all the panelists, the speakers, the guests. And let us continue. There is the sense to everything in this world. I wish you the good health, the best of health, and the best of energy. Have a good day.